Phil Collins has finally opened up in one of his most personal interviews in years, not to promote a new album or announce another project, but to clear the air about several chapters of his life that have lingered for far too long. One of the biggest surprises is that he has reconciled with Paul McCartney after years of tension. Their disagreement began nearly a decade ago, when Collins publicly admitted that he had often felt the former Beatles spoke to him in a patronizing way. The comments reached McCartney, who responded in an email expressing disappointment. The exchange created lingering resentment on both sides, leaving an uncomfortable distance between two of music's most successful figures. The relationship finally changed during preparations for one of Collins' charity auctions. After hearing about the event, McCartney personally called to offer a donation. Their conversation soon shifted away from memorabilia and toward the misunderstanding that had divided them for years. Collins welcomed the opportunity to discuss everything openly. By the end of the call, both musicians had moved beyond the old conflict, restoring a friendship that Collins says has always been meaningful to him. The reconciliation carries extra significance because Collins and McCartney belong to one of the most exclusive groups in music history. Alongside Michael Jackson, they are among the few artists who have sold more than 100 million records, both as members of legendary bands and as solo performers. The interview also reveals a far more heartbreaking story. Although fans have long known about Collins' ongoing struggles with diabetes and mobility issues, few realized how close he came to losing his life in 2024. During that difficult period, he quietly returned to heavy drinking. Alcohol became part of his daily routine, beginning with wine first thing in the morning. Because his drinking rarely continued into the evening, he failed to recognize how serious the problem had become. Everything changed in January 2024 when Collins suffered a severe medical crisis and was rushed into intensive care. He remained hospitalized for 7 months as his kidneys and other vital organs began shutting down. His condition became so critical that doctors prepared his family for the possibility that he might not survive. His 5 children gathered at his bedside while medical teams considered whether life support should continue. Collins remembers almost nothing from those terrifying days, only learning afterward how close everyone believed they had come to saying their final goodbye. Now 75, Collins is preparing to receive one of the highest honors of his career when he is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for his solo achievements later this year. Yet, despite the recognition, his declining health makes another live performance increasingly unlikely. Looking back on a lifetime devoted to music, he admits that playing the drums has always been the greatest joy in his life. Ever since receiving his first drum kit at the age of 3, performing has been his greatest passion, making his inability to return to the stage one of the hardest realities he has ever faced.